Good morning. It's Tuesday. Obviously yesterday I didn't work for myself. I did work, just not for me. But we got 4 to do today, so let's get going. I had every intention of mowing that video in that yard. Can't talk this morning, but I had to double cut it. It was so thick that I didn't even want to forward video on it because the first cut looked just terrible, and then the second cut you couldn't really, from a video standpoint, you probably couldn't really tell where I was at, what I was doing or anything. So I just skipped it. But I'm either going to have to convince this one to do it more often. Next year, I'm not going to forward it right now, I don't think, but next year, probably try to convince her to do it more often because it's so thick and so tall. And yeah, I mean, during the summer, this was a 10-day yard right now, but you know, spring and fall, that's when it's raining a lot, like right now, it's pouring the rain. It just seems like every day, at least every other day. And the grass is growing great now, so it just needs it more often. And I priced that yard right there back in the summer, and I got shot down over $10 difference. You can see how scraggly and how ugly it is. That's what she gets for going. I had a really cool encounter when I got to that yard though. When I pulled up this morning, the neighbor next to the left of it, not the one I priced, but the other one, the guy that mows it was there. I had to fill up my mower with gas, and he was just putting his on the trailer, and he got to talking. I'd seen him out once before, but we hadn't really got to talk, and so we stood there and chatted for a minute. And y'all, if y'all follow these vlogs, you know about 3 weeks ago it was so dry here it wasn't even funny. And I was glad to know that I wasn't the only one freaking out about it, because he asked if I was staying busy, and I said, yeah, now, you know, it's raining, I am pretty good. He said, yeah, I know what you mean. About 3 weeks ago it was getting pretty scary. So that was good to know. But he's also a solo guy like me, doesn't have any help. You know, he was asking, you know, how many yards I had, and you know, how long I've been doing it. And I said, you know, it's my second year, I got about around 20. And he said, that's pretty good. And y'all, I then asked him, and he said he has about 35, and he said, you know, if you're going to do this by yourself, he said, you need about that many. He said, but that's also about as many as you can handle. He said 7 or 8 a day is plenty when you're by yourself. And you know, around here, yeah, this yard's in a subdivision. This is the only one I have in a subdivision. I can't. If I had, you know, 40 of those yards, yeah, I could rattle off 10 a day, no problem. But you know, it's just not there's subdivisions around here, but for me, I don't have that many in them. I wish I did, but I don't. So, you know, like the 2 yards, I've got one to go weed eat now. It's the every 10 day that I always do with that one. And then I've got 2 more. And, you know, they're not big yards, but they're not, the weed eating stuff is not as easy as just, you know, walking along a curb and edging a driveway. It's, you know, a lot of trees, embankments, ditch lines, stuff like that. You know, it's just not as easy and not as quick. So, but yeah, I mean, I completely agree with him. My goal is 35 to 40. I think once I get past 40, I don't think I could handle it by myself. But you know, I'll just have to try it and see, and hope and pray we get to grow that big one of these days. Back to the problem I had cutting that yard. It was so freaking thick. It was just leaving stragglers up everywhere. And I know one problem is the type of weed that is. Dallas grass is super thick, and it grows really quick, and it's just a pain. I hate it. But I bought that mower last June, so June 2015, June 15th, 2015. Today is like August I don't know, it's like the middle of August. About a year and a few months later. I've never bought any blades for that mower. I just always sharpen them. You know, I hadn't really thought about that, but that thing has mowed hundreds of yards. I need some blades, really bad. But I want to know how far you all stretch a set of blades. I keep mine sharpened. I sharpen them religiously, but they're getting to the point now to where they're losing their edge so fast, and it's not holding. And I'm gonna have to buy some unless I sharpen my blades every morning, and I'm not gonna do that. It's just too much work. But yeah, comment below and tell me how often y'all buy blades or how often you sharpen them. I'm just curious. I'm gonna go buy some probably at some point this week. I'm not today, but at some point this week I'm gonna have to go buy some blades. Nothing really to video there, just a weed eating. That's number 2 done, 2 more to go. I am going to stop and get something to eat. I'm hungry. And let's see. I'll probably go ahead and get gas while I'm here too. Might as well, because the next day I mow, which will not be tomorrow, will be Thursday. And my first couple are not even anywhere near a gas station. So yeah, I need to go ahead and fill up. That one wasn't bad at all. Wasn't as bad as last time. It had been 2 weeks for it. It was kind of straggly like all the rest of them, but it wasn't bad. Now I got this one. Y'all have seen it before plenty of times. We're gonna knock this one out and we're gonna head to the house. I am done for the day, and guys, I had every intention of videoing that lawn and other lawns today, but the weather has just not cooperated. The wind is blowing like crazy. I don't know if you can see that up there or not, but it's just, I didn't want to do that to your ears. It wasn't worth it. I had my palm over the microphone going around there just a second ago showing you the stripes, but I don't have any windscreens on here, so it would have been bad. I didn't want to do that to you. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do some actual mowing on here. But I'm gonna cut this one right here. I thank y'all for watching as always, guys. Please like, please subscribe, comment with any questions, input you may have, and to get some discussions going. I like doing that on here with fellow lawn care guys. And I want to touch on something real quick about that before I end this. This morning, that first house I done, I was talking to that guy. I mentioned him. You know what? I had no idea who he was. He don't know who I am, and we just started talking about the business for a minute. And that's what it's all about, guys. It ain't got to be a bunch of hatred and competition. Friendly competition's a good thing. There's enough for everybody, enough to go around. So let's get into some good discussions on here. It may not be something I even talked about in this video. Just whatever you want to strike up, and let's go get it. So, guys, appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Come back and see me. Have a great day.